Hello, welcome back to Katawa Shoujo. We're still on the track, Joe.
I think this is the PNG we're going to be looking at for the rest of the game.
A lot of it, yeah.
Yeah,
See, I think there's a slightly different view of it.
yeah. When we start running,
Yeah.
and that's
Oh
that's
well.
pretty much it.
What can you do? It was free.
I mean, yeah. For it being free, I really like the writing in it.
Mm. Yeah. That's what you gotta enjoy about the game. Is the
Yeah,
writing.
it's kind of
Like I wanted to say the last video that we did last Saturday,
yeah.
um, we got off track a lot.
Oh man. All right, let's try and stay on track then.
So I named the episode Off Track.
I think that was my fault if I remember correctly because I just kept rambling.
It's fine. So it's
Yeah.
fine. It's fine to talk about it, to talk. I just thought it was funny because we were on a track and I named it Off Track.
Oh, okay.
But we were also getting off track. So I don't know.
We're off, but we're on.
We're on we're on track now. After we both taken some laps around the track to cool down, Emmy changes back to her usual stuff. That's right. You gotta like cool down.
Yep.
I forgot about that.
That is actually important. I can't remember why, but it is.
Um, yeah, probably something to do with your muscles. I don't know. Maybe.
Who
Maybe
knows?
maybe it's too intense to stop all of a sudden for your muscles to like tighten up or something. I don't know. The transformation I saw in her is gone.
Not bad today, Hisao.
There's almost admiration in her voice. What do you mean? I would have stopped if you hadn't yelled at me. Amy colors a little, seemingly embarrassed about her outburst. Colors? Does that mean like blushes?
I'm assuming that's some kind of a weird translation error, and it's supposed to be blushes. Sorry about that. I just can't stand to see people give up,
I've never heard anybody say colors in that
especially about
situation, in
something
that
like
way.
this. Yeah. Saying I can't go on is silly when you're obviously going on while saying you're saying it.
That's a translation error. Then they've done very well with this so far, and so it's kind of weird.
Yeah. That's what all this is about.
What? Saying silly things? Me sticks her tongue out at me. That would have been a good picture.
Yeah. Idiot. I mean showing that you're alive.
Find him alive, huh? I didn't know it had to be so painful. But it does feel pretty good despite that.
Besides, this is one of the hardest days.
What do you mean?
Whenever you start a workout, it's difficult the first day, really hard the second day, and the third day is easier.
Hmm.
You'll still get days that are really hard, but they'll pop up less and less.
So this will eventually get really easy, huh?
Yeah, of course.
No.
Well, you know what? That's when I started working out more. I was actually told kind of the same thing. It's not going to become super easy, but it becomes
Yeah.
routine and therefore secondary. You don't have to worry about it anymore, which to some people can translate into easy.
I guess, but routine stuff, routine stuff like that, where you have to put in a lot of effort, never becomes easy to me.
Never,
Easier, not easy, not very easy.
not like, oh, I don't even have to think about it, but it becomes not a issue, I guess. But then you have to increase the difficulty, or you'll never get ahead.
That's true.
You'll you'll just get complacent, and you'll lose the sense of accomplishment.
I'll have to run more than just 4 laps, huh?
Yep, but not for a while. You'll have to be careful, you know.
Yeah, I wonder how far he can be pushed. having a heart condition, is it actually gonna get easier for him?
I think a lot of that depends on a personal basis. I don't think it's, you have arrhythmia, therefore you can only do X amount.
No?
I think it kind of depends on a person by person basis. Some people might be better, some people might be worse.
How do you find out? You just keep going until you have a heart attack?
I would say regular checkups with your doctors, probably. We'll probably be seeing the nurse a lot and being like, well, there doesn't seem to be any adverse effects. Go ahead and try going a little harder.
Or maybe not.
Or maybe not.
I don't think Hasao likes going to the nurse.
I don't think anyone wants to go to the doctor.
That's true. A thought strikes Emmy and her face lights up.
Got it.
Got what?
You can come with me to see the nurse. That way you won't fall over dead or anything.
Oh, man. How charming. When?
She's gonna say, right? Yeah, right now. Right now, of course. You'll need a shower and everything, right? You don't have much time then.
Grabbing my hand, she's off, pulling me along with her. Going to the showers together?
The nurse.
Oh, didn't she say we were gonna shower first?
She said that you needed to shower. I'm assuming that meant it's like, you don't have much time. Let's go see the nurse now.
Oh, okay.
I think. I hope so. My goodness. But you're in a hurry today, aren't you, Emmy?
I have no idea how we got to the nurse's office so fast, but here we are.
She carried you.
She's very fast. The nurse grins at Emmy and seems to completely ignore me.
You've got plenty of time to take a shower and get to class,
Okay.
There's no need to run through the hallways like that. I can hear you coming a mile away.
Somehow it doesn't seem like he's actually scolding Emmy at all. It's like this is a sort of routine between the two. Emmy does a passable imitation of remorse.
I'm sorry, I won't ever do it again.
The nurse and Emmy both laugh at some private joke. Suddenly it seems that he notices me.
Ah, hello, Hasao. What brings you here?
My heart. Well, I've been...
Hasao's officially joined me on my morning runs.
Start to explain, but Emmy cuts me off.
I thought he might need to visit you so that he doesn't die or anything.
Okay. The nurse raises his eyebrow in a mock horror.
Yes, that would suddenly put me out of a job fast, wouldn't it? Well then, Hisao, let's have a look at you. Lift up your shirt, would you?
Suddenly very conscious of the fact that Emmy's in the room with me and a blush in spite of myself. The nurse seems to sense my discomfort, but it only seems to amuse him.
A bit shy, are we?
Makes an apologetic bow to Emmy.
Sorry, Emmy. I tried to get you a free show, but it doesn't seem to have worked.
Weird. Emmy stiffens slightly and fires a look of annoyance at him.
You're an asshole.
Somehow I didn't expect that from Emmy. I don't know why.
I haven't heard her swear yet, so that was a little shocking.
She's this like cute, fun, energetic girl, and then all of a sudden you're an asshole.
Yeah.
Emmy bows to me apologetically. Oh,
I'll wait outside, okay, Sal?
She's winking at me, actually. I begin to stammer that it's not really a big deal. She doesn't have to leave. But she's already out the door, and the nurse is laughing as he watches her go.
Still got it. Ha!
I don't follow. He laughs again like he's on some joke that's over my head.
I can still get her flustered. It's a competition of sorts we've had going on for a while now.
Sounds incredibly sinister to me, and it seems as if the nurse realizes this too.
That sounded a lot worse than he actually is, come to think of it.
I wasn't going to say anything.
No, you're right. I should fill you in so you don't get the wrong idea. I'm actually relatively new here, you see. I got hired on the same year Emmy started going here. Before that, I worked with Emmy during her initial rehab following her accident.
Hold on. What? So she
had to
she did have an accident.
And it's a car wreck.
Yeah, I was curious about that earlier.
We had to amputate her legs after a really nasty car wreck. It nearly killed her and succeeded.
He amputated her legs?
I'm assuming he was at least part of the operation. I think with amputations, it's a lot of doctors working together, though.
He shuts up abruptly. I blink at receiving this unexpected piece of news.
Well, that's not my place to say. Anyway, we've known each other for quite a while. So we have a slightly more familiar relationship than is strictly professional.
He seems embarrassed, like he's done something stupid. I guess he's really worried about that. I wave a hand to let him know it's not a big deal. Don't worry, sir. I promise I'm going to be discreet. I'd been wondering about what caused Emmy to lose her legs, and that was one of the scenarios I thought of. There were only so many ways that could have happened, but actually hearing about the facts, it's still a little shocking.
Well, thanks. You're a good kid, Hisao. I can see why Emmy became friends with you. She's quite indomitable, you know?
What do you mean?
You didn't see her learning to walk. She'd go for much longer than the others in the hospital. She refused to quit. Normally, it takes years to get to a point where you can even think about running again. Emmy did it all in about a year.
He almost seems proud of her, like a father who watches the daughter win a competition or something.
Hell, she probably would have done it faster if not for the fact that we wouldn't let her.
Let her? Why not?
Because she'd go for so long that her legs would start bleeding where they met her prosthetics. It's a real concern. It's why she comes by every day after she runs. Saying nothing of the risk of infection if her legs get cut up and her prosthetics are dirty. But enough about that. If we don't get you on your way soon, Emmy will think we're up to something.
As he says this, he gives a wink and begins checking my heartbeat. He's always winking, though.
Yeah, winking or blinking.
The stethoscope is way too cold. And that's like everybody's complaint everywhere.
Yeah, no, it's metal, so it doesn't. Metal doesn't conduct heat very well.
He really should have heated it up or something before he used it. Well, that's interesting idea. I don't think I've ever had a doctor. You know what? I don't remember the last time I had a doctor actually use a stethoscope?
Stethoscope. Yeah. Only once in my life have I actually seen a doctor warm it up. They held it against their hand until it was warm and then put it on my chest.
Okay. So it does happen.
It does happen, but it's rare.
After so long, they've learned, finally.
It cold!
Yeah, like every single patient they ever had is like, ah, it's cold. After a few moments, he leans back satisfied.
Well, you sound pretty good to me, Hisao. You don't have any chest pains while you were running, did you?
Oh, not really. I had some trouble catching my breath, though. My heart was racing by the end, too. The nurse frowns as I say this, but then shrugs.
It's probably just because you're out of shape. But if you don't approve, then you should let me know, okay? Don't push yourself too much, and of course, if you have any chest pains, come to me immediately, right?
My shirt back on, and the nurse leans out of the doorway to call in Emmy.
What took you so long? Now I'm going to be late.
I was like 2 minutes. The nurse gives me a significant look.
I was just seducing Hisao, that's all. What? Come on. What have I told you about seducing my friends?
He looks so happy.
I
I
kind of
expect
like the
him.
nurse. He's kind of funny.
Yeah, he is. He's a character.
Yeah.
I'd expect Emmy to be shocked by this, but instead she seems merely annoyed, scolding the nurse as if he were a child stealing cookies. Meanwhile, I try hard not to blush at the nurse's innuendo.
I'll try not to do it again, though I fear young Hisao may be lost to the female gender forever.
Not freaking likely.
I'm surprised he didn't just use the F word there.
Why? I mean, why not?
Yeah.
And they've already established that they can say asshole. I
Guess
guess.
they're.
I guess it's just his character, though. Doesn't like. Maybe he
Yeah.
doesn't like to curse.
Yeah. I mean, he's. I'm not sure if I should say he's well educated, but he's very well read, so maybe he doesn't like to use swear words as much.
Yeah, you think that's a thing, really? That people that are well read don't like to swear?
Absolutely not.
Oh, okay.
The most well read people I know, I swear the most. But
I've known some pretty intelligent people. I don't know if they're well read, but they like to curse like crazy.
yeah, it's interesting. It seems like the more intelligent someone is, at least in my friend group, the more that they swear. Not that it's a sign of intelligence. I don't think that at all. It's just like a funny coincidence.
It would seem to me that if you were well read, then you would know enough. You would know the language enough to where you could use other words to express things. You know.
I knew someone that kind of explained it once to me. Is like, I have a lot of other words to use, but especially when they were tired, they would just go. Their vocabulary just goes straight to the swear words because it was easier.
Yeah, it's lazy.
It's lazy. Yeah.
I didn't mean to say that out loud, but both the nurse and Emmy regarded me for a moment before bursting into laughter again.
Told you he was funny, didn't I?
Huh, I guess Emmy does talk to the nurse about a lot of stuff.
Well, Hisao, you should probably get moving. You still need to shower before class starts, don't you?
Oh, he's got a point, and it looks like I've only got half an hour. Thanks for your time. I'll see you later, Emmy. How long does it take him to shower? Jeez. Dash out of the room.
How long does it take you to shower?
15 minutes, maybe.
All right, and then get across the entirety of the school campus.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, the entirety. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know how far away his dorms are, but whenever we've walked, he always from like school to the dorm rooms. It always takes a little bit.
It does?
Yeah, because he's usually walking around and then thinking and stuff like that. I assume that's just like the visual novel's way of like showing time passage.
The visual novel shows time passage by doing that open and close the shutter thing.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
So
that's fair.
I actually always assumed that we were really close. I don't know. That's just me. That's how my mind works.
Well, you know what? It's a book technically, so it's open for interpretation.
Okay. That's good for now. We will see you all in the next one. Bye.
Bye.